Hello, CBI family. I hope you are all well and enjoying the beginnings of our fall season, either with us in person or online. We were blessed to be able to give Rabbi Spitz an amazing send-off, and we now have the good fortune to welcome Rabbi Ben Goldstein to our community. As you know, Rabbi Goldstein will continue to serve our congregation during this time of transition through the end of June 2022. As we kick off the fall season in many of our personal lives, we are also in a new and exciting season for CBI. We are in the season of beginning our search for a new senior rabbi. I'd like to share with you a general outline for what is ahead for our community as we embark on that search. As you may know, we work with United Synagogue of Conservative Judaism and the Rabbinical Assembly during this process for a rabbi search. The United Synagogue is the organization that helps us as a congregation, while the Rabbinic Assembly helps the rabbi candidates as they prepare to enter their new phase of life. You may recall that we began this process back in May of 2019, starting with putting together our needs assessment. That process was led by our past president, Mark Golden, Heather Katz, and David Krebs, along with a very strong committee. After that assessment was completed, the board at that time decided to put our search on hold as the pandemic was just beginning. We made the decision to secure an interim rabbi after we extended Rabbi Spitz's contract for a number of months to bridge that transition. The board's decision has put us in a better position to be able to meet candidates as they travel to CBI. Prior to the pandemic, we followed the needs assessment with focus groups, town hall meetings, and answered some questions that you, as our congregation, had for us to gather additional input for what it is we were searching for in a new rabbi. Since our decision to delay the search, we've had many conversations and integrated our post-pandemic thinking into our needs, but overall, the original assumptions from the Rabbi Search Committee and the needs assessment hold valid. Again, I'd like to thank Mark, Heather, and David for all their help in getting us to this point. Our next step is the commencement of the placement of the application on the Rabbinic Assembly website. We actually opened this up a few weeks ago, and we've received a few candidate applicants already. Candidates may view the application themselves, and they may respond directly to CBI without having to go through the RA or any other organization. I want to now share with you the CBI family members that we have asked to assist us in the search for the new rabbi. The search committee will be headed by Mike Vishney. Mike was one of our past presidents and has been involved in CBI both before and after his presidency. He has selected a committee along with my input that represents all the various demographics of our congregation. The committee will consist of myself as the president, Sherry Billowitz, Mika Daniels, Brigitte Frankel, Mark Golden, Jacob Green, Michelle Greenberg, Ari Katz, Bob Sklar, Joey Tendler, and Diana Velasquez. The committee will be meeting soon to finalize their role in engaging the candidates and the congregation during this process. Our committee is going to review each application, and every applicant will be invited to join us for a 30-minute phone conversation. Those 30-minute screening discussions, along with the applications, will determine our first round interviews, which will be conducted by a subgroup of the committee via Zoom. After a round on Zoom and any needed follow-up, we will hopefully be in a position to narrow our field to 2 or 3 high potential and high interest candidates that we can schedule for CBI in person and engage with the community. I'm sure you may be wondering how our broader congregation can be involved. When we have in-person interview visits, typically over a Shabbos weekend, there will be opportunities for you to meet with and interact with the candidates, again, based on the current COVID protocols. We will communicate more specific instructions about these opportunities as they arise. We will provide a feedback form, and you are strongly encouraged to share your feelings on each candidate you meet, as we plan to use as much feedback as possible, and we can take into consideration all your input. From there, we hope to narrow down the pool to a top mutually interested candidate and make an offer for the new rabbi in the spring, with the goal of having this new rabbi begin work at CBI on a permanent basis July 1st, 2022. This is a long process, and we are grateful for an engaged and interested congregation. We look forward to your participation as opportunities arise, and many thanks in advance to the committee volunteering to help. Mike and I will be providing periodic updates along the way, but if you have any questions or any comments or any concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of us. We wish you a good fall, and we hope to see you in shul.